Right, hello guys, and welcome to today's video. In today's video, I'm going to be discussing the huge Black Ops 6 update today that just came out for everyone. Should be around a 3 gigabyte update for everyone, and it's got some huge changes for today. I did not expect Treyarch to do this so soon, but it's good to see that Treyarch are acting very, very quickly with our issues, complaints, and everything that's in Black Ops 6 that needs fixing or changing. And yes, we've got RECON NERF, we've got SMG buffs, we've got assault rifle nerfs, we've got changes to flashbangs, you name it, we're going to be covering it today and discussing it all. But before I get into it, I'm just going to give you a word of warning about the update. There are a couple of issues that have already come to light after the update. The first one, Call of Duty updates page has posted this, and I will share screenshots on the screen when I'm talking about certain things. So for instance, here is a tweet that says, "We are investigating an issue where any equipped optic attachment is removed when entering the gunsmith in main menu." So that is currently an issue after the update. And some players may encounter login issues, it says Puget Lakes, when attempting to connect to Black Ops 6 after this update. We expect this issue to resolve shortly as our most recent update rolls out. So hopefully, by the time you see this video, this issue will be gone. I have played a couple of games with the update since it's come out, and I did not run into this issue. But just to make you aware, there are some issues that might happen after today's update. But some huge changes. So first of all, global will get out of the way. Stability, improved stability when interacting with the message today. No one really cares. Progression, completion display when will now properly appear when completing prestige challenges. Yada yada yada. Maps, Nuketown is now available in private matches. So if you wanted to play Nuketown in private matches, you now can do so. Modes, address an issue where players were spawned in when joining a session in progress instead of spectating. So yes, we all ran into this issue. You might have even seen it in today's gameplay. You would spawn in, your full character model would be available, but you could not do anything. You could actually move, but you couldn't shoot, you couldn't do anything. You had to pick your class, and people could just get a free kill on you if they saw you. So that was very irritating, but luckily that has been fixed now and shouldn't be an issue after the update. General spawn logic tuning, so they've been very vague with this. It's just they've changed spawn tuning, they've made some changes, so you might see some better spawns, hopefully. That's the idea, of course, so we'll see if those are better. Loadouts, address an issue where players will automatically equip their previously used loadout when joining a match already in progress. And weapons, we're going to get into the big one. Weapon buffs and nerfs. Now, I'm not going to discuss absolutely every weapon that's been buffed and nerfed, but to put it quite flatly, across the board, assault rifles have been nerfed as far as their ranges and slight damage range, slight changes to their ranges, and like most of the damage has went down by 1 on their like medium to long range damage. So I guess this is to make them not as dominant against SMGs, because that seems to be what the issue is here. They seem to be trying to balance SMGs to be more competitive against assault rifles. And I do agree with this. I think the assault rifles were a little bit better than SMGs. So a few minor changes to the assault rifles is going to be useful. I will leave, of course, the links to the patch notes down below so you can see all the actual changes, because I'm not going to read through all this. They changed pretty much every single assault rifle. This video would be like 10 days long if I was to read out all these changes, but you can have a look at that yourselves. But they basically changed the ranges and slightly reduced most of the damage by 1, which will probably affect certain engagements when it comes to assault rifles versus SMGs, and of course assault rifles versus other assault rifles, etc. You get the point. SMGs, they buffed the ranges on the SMGs. Again, very slightly. We're talking most of them are between 0.8 to 1.3 meters, I believe, are the changes. Possibly even more for many other SMGs. But again, I'll leave a link to that as well. The SMGs have been buffed. Even the Tanto got buffed, which I was quite shocked at. The Tanto 22 is quite a good SMG already. This has also picked up a buff, and what they did with that was buff the range again by like 1.3 meters on its medium damage range. So the short ranges haven't been changed, right? You're not going to see any dramatic increases to its initial damage ranges, but the medium to long ranges have been buffed on SMGs to make them more competitive with assault rifles at those ranges. Because obviously, if you guys got into those gunfights, SMGs versus assault rifles at medium to long range, the assault rifle was winning 9 times out of 10. It was insane. They were just massively better. So I think it's some good changes. From what I've noticed so far through playing, SMGs definitely do feel stronger. I'm not sure the assault rifle nerfs were correct, but we will see with that. I do feel like SMGs are starting to win a few gunfights that they are a little bit questionable, but we'll see over the coming days. Maybe I just got into some, maybe I was hitting my shots a little bit better than some people, who knows. But from what I can tell, SMGs are quite strong now, so give them a shot. Definitely try those SMGs out. Next up, the shotguns, which have had an issue, which you guys didn't know. They had basically some sort of weird aim lock or a thing where they could automatically kill you from hip fire with a slug round. They basically admitted they cannot fix this at the moment. So for now, they've reduced the damage so they cannot one-shot. I'm going to repeat that right now. If you are trying to use the slug attachments, they cannot one-shot with the shotguns whatsoever. So what they're admitting is here that, yes, they cannot fix the issue with the weird, like, aimbot thing where you can hip fire it, and within the first 12 meters, it will be a guaranteed kill, even if you're not actually properly aiming at them. They've now reduced the damage so it cannot possibly do a one-shot there. So that's a good thing. If they're admitting, you know, they can't fix it at the moment, that's fine. I'm okay with that change for now. Next up, the big one. We talked about it yesterday. We talked about it even like a couple of days before that. But the Recon perk, they have finally told us what they've done. They have made the change already, which I'm relieved to see. Is this the right change? I don't know. You guys let me know down below whether or not you agree with this. But the Recon combat speciality, they have reduced the duration that enemies are highlighted after respawning to 1.5 seconds from 2 seconds. And they have turned around and said an additional reduction will be coming before Season 1. So Season 1 is just around the corner. I believe it's the 8th of November we get Season 1. So there's going to be another update very, very soon on top of that. So this won't even last that long, this little change. There's going to be more changes to the Recon perk. So good thing to see. I'm glad they're going to be nerfing it even further, because I do think changing it from 2 seconds to 1.5 isn't quite enough to nerf it, in my opinion. That's still going to cause an issue, I think. However, we will see. Obviously, it is live now. We'll see how this reacts in a live environment. But it doesn't sound like the nerf that it needs, but it's a good start, okay? It's a good start in the change in the right direction. So hopefully this will start to put an end to Recon Combat Speciality being OP. Also, they did resolve the issue where in Search and Destroy you could spawn in, run about 5-10 seconds, and then change your loadout to a recon thing, and then have like wall hacks in the middle of the map and see where everyone is. So they have fixed that also. Dispatcher, they have actually nerfed Dispatcher a little bit. They've increased Dispatcher perk score cost for the UAV from 500 to 550. And they've increased the counter UAV from 550 to 600. The reason for this clearly being it's probably too easy to earn those, and I imagine a lot of people doing the camo grind and stuff like that, well, not just that, the XP grind, are getting loads and loads of score, and probably getting UAVs and counter UAVs a little bit too quickly when using this perk. Another one that is great to see, and I didn't actually expect them to change this. I thought this was going to be one of the most annoying things throughout the game, but flashbangs. They have reduced the flashbang tactical screen effect duration by 20%. That is very noticeable. I was playing and I had someone flashbang me, and it was massively noticeable how different it was. So thankfully this has been changed. Glad to see that. Honestly, playing Nuketown and having my screen flash 24/7 was absolutely ridiculous. Hopefully less people use the flashes now. Even if they do, it's not too terrible now to actually come across someone throwing flashes at your face 24/7. But score streaks. This might affect some people's camo grind. I'm not sure exactly. Oh, it says rockets to destroy remain unchanged. So actually this will not affect the rockets, but increase the health of the UAV and counter UAV, probably to stop people from just shooting them down with their SMGs, etc. Increase the initial explosion radius of the napalm strike, reduce the initial entry delay of the LDBR, and they increase the flyby speed of the strategic bomber, and reduce the cost of the interceptors, which nobody seems to be using, so that's probably why they've reduced it, because I'm guessing it's just most people find it not worth it to use, so another good change there. A movement update, nothing too crazy, but it will stop the ability to snake, which if you don't know what snaking is, it's basically the ability to go up and down on your screen very, very quickly. And in this game, if you were snaking, you basically couldn't be seen. You'd be behind a head glitch and you start going up and down, like pressing B constantly at the head glitch, you could not be seen. So they have adjusted this. They've made it so the stance change cooldowns to reduce effectiveness of repeated prone to stand movement. So they have adjusted it, probably made it a lot longer, just a little bit longer, just to stop people from doing those snaking movements where they'd be shooting you on a head glitch and you couldn't see them. So thankfully that's good. This is another good one for us as players. Adjusted player XP and weapon XP earn rates for most modes to ensure that players are being rewarded for their match performances. So this is actually a positive. They're not taking it away from us, but they are doing a positive here. Increased weapon XP run rates for most modes. Increased XP earn rates for the following modes. They are Team Deathmatch, Control, Search and Destroy, and Gunfight. All getting major buffs. So hopefully we'll have to see what XP earn rates are like after this. Of course, I'm someone who plays TDM a little bit here and there, so TDM is going to be a good one for me. Search and Destroy, I've seen the earn rates were absolutely awful in that, so hopefully those are actually quite substantial now. Gunfight, if people play that, and Control, so those have been increased. However, they have also done one small thing, which is a slight decrease to player XP and weapon XP earned in face-off modes. I'm not sure the reason behind this. I'm not, obviously this is a bit of a weird one. I don't necessarily agree with that. But face-off has had a slight tweak to its XP rates for weapon XP and player XP. So maybe the earn rates are a little bit too good. Who knows? addressed an issue where players were able to complete the nuke challenge without dying. So if you were one of those lucky people, I unfortunately didn't take advantage of this. You could get 30 kills with any weapon and you could die with it, and it would still count towards the nuke challenge. So some people are going to have that challenge. Known issues, they are investigating, the gunsmith thing. And then finally, the zombies. The UI Gobblegums will now properly update when switching between their tabs. They haven't actually put this in the patch notes, but rumors are, and you guys let me know down below whether this is true or not, but rumors are the God mode glitches and boat glitches, you know what we're talking about. I'm not gonna lie, I've been abusing them too, and you guys have probably been abusing them too. The boat glitch might possibly be patched. I'm not sure on that. It seems to be hit or miss with that. And the God mode glitch on Terminus does seem to be patched from my understanding. However, knowing the zombies community, knowing the zombie glitches, we're going to have new glitches coming out very soon. So hopefully they do, because to be honest, I want to use those God mode glitches just to get those nice, easy zombie camos. And I think everyone wants to. So if not, I'll just do it the proper way. But yes, that is it. That is the huge Black Ops 6 update today. A lot of good changes, I think. I think there's a lot of positives to take here. It looks like there's going to be more changes coming, though. But they have done some major changes today, so that was good to see. It's good to see that, we're not having an issue where most of the time when Call of Duty comes out, the devs seem to take this 2-week holiday, 3-week holiday when the game comes out, because obviously they've been working hard to get the game out. Nope, we've got Treyarch working hard, getting patches out, getting things fixed that need to be fixed. Hopefully, we're going to see some things that they haven't mentioned. Obviously, people have spoke about like the amount of hit markers you've got in gunfights. That is an issue and is definitely, hopefully, known to Treyarch. It's not been put in the patch notes, maybe because they don't want to admit that that is an issue, but hopefully that is something that is a bit more better after the update. There's normally things that they do where they change when they don't put in the patch notes, so hopefully this is something that has been changed in the background. Obviously, that is something that is an issue. But overall, I think this is a pretty good update. You guys let me know down below. What do you think? Do you think this is a pretty good update? Do you agree with the changes? Do you disagree? Let me know down below. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, leave a comment, leave a like, subscribe, notifications on. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Goodbye.